Hi, and welcome back to the series where we will discuss the best strategies and techniques to motivate your children from home. In our previous videos, we highlighted the first two motivating techniques from the ARCS model of motivation: attention and relevance. And I also shared with you easy-to-use strategies that you can start implementing from today with your children. If you haven't watched the previous videos, you can use the link above to access them. Then please come back here. I want you to remember our main goal is not only motivating our children, but also maintaining this motivation throughout the learning process. Today, and in this video, we will learn more about the third technique that John Keller promotes, and that is confidence. It is vital that we focus on developing success expectations among our children. This success expectation will allow the learner to control the learning process. A healthy correlation between your child's level of confidence and his or her success expectation is critically important. You will need to communicate learning objectives and the evaluation criteria so that your children would build positive expectations that would lead to success. Yes, we need to allow our children to gain the opportunity to be successful through multiple modalities and varied experiences. We must appreciate the importance of feedback. Feedback that encourages your child is essential. When it's done correctly, it will give your child the motivation to proceed with confidence. Children will be motivated to review their previous learning, and this will make the experience more effective, all the while reinforcing positive behaviors and skills. But be aware that providing feedback on improvements or even deficiencies can be tricky during their learning. If no feedback is provided, your child will be left in the dark and wouldn't be sure of his or her own progress. And of course, too harsh feedback would certainly demotivate your child. Our children need to be in the driver's seat. We need to give them control over the learning process. In this way, they will own their own success. Think of it as an organic success. They have achieved the outcome independently. Help them see that they can do it and allow them to ask as many questions as they can. Setting too unrealistic goals will certainly lead to a demotivated child. I want you to think about it like this. As a parent, your role is to facilitate. What does that mean? Well, let's listen to Michael Despazio as he guides us on taking the role of a facilitator.
Now let's talk about your role as a facilitator. In these days, it's important that you don't pontificate and show your child how bright you are. That is not your role in effective education. And for a while, it took time for teachers to understand this, that they are not there telling the students everything that they know, that they are there to help the students learn. I could remember going into a situation that looked something like this.
When examining the structure of a wheel and axle, one may wish to conceptualize the functional parts as those belonging to that of a standard non-rotational lever system, which is further complicated by rotation around a central at blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Ain't I wonderful? I know it all. I am the sage upon the stage.
And that is what you are not to be. You are not to be the owner of knowledge that is just giving it out. You are to be the facilitator. You are there to help your child construct understanding. You're not there to help them participate or not participate in passive acceptance of facts. So you need to be the guide, and you need to guide them to understanding, not necessarily to knowledge. But that teachers see two categories. They see one of knowledge, one of understanding. Knowledge is really the data. It's the facts. It's the nuggets. Understanding is that deeper thinking that we all get at. And I'll address that as we go on. So you are actively facilitating their learning experience, which means that you need to be available as much as possible to help keep your children on track. And that is difficult. That is difficult to do since many of you are out of the home. But remember, when you are there, you need to have that available time to work with your child. Also, asking questions is critical. Asking questions is how we learn. Encourage the students, your children, to ask questions. Yeah, you're probably going to not know the answers to many of these questions, but that is okay, that is fine, because what will you do? Hey, I don't know the answer to that. Hang on, let me look for the answer. When I grew up, that involved going to the library or getting a book. Now it involves 10 seconds with me reaching my hand into my pocket, taking out my cell phone, and Googling to find the correct answer. Yeah, I have to evaluate the answers, but I have a very quick porthole to getting information. So continually encourage your children to ask questions. And then you can ask your children, where do you think we might find the answers?
What resonated with you the most? Was it asking questions? Allow and encourage your child to ask questions. And yes, you might not always have the right answers, and that's okay. It's all part of the learning journey that you are on with your child. Remember that. Use the internet, open resources, or even call a friend. This will encourage your child to apply themselves when they are facing the same difficulty or challenging with the content. So here are my 3 strategies on building confidence in your child. My first strategy is mistakes are key. Making mistakes doesn't mean the end of the world. Be patient. Be sure your children get a chance to learn from these mistakes. And let them try again and again to feel proud. And remember, not to make new challenges too easy or even too hard. My second strategy is praise their efforts. You are their biggest support. Your praise is a way to show that you're proud, and you will certainly build their confidence with it. And remember, the goal of praising them is to build confidence. If you praise intelligence when they get stuck, which is very normal, they will quickly become demotivated. Hence, praise their efforts. They will recognize it. It is their effort and perseverance that is key for their success. My third and last strategy: let them lead the way. By providing your children with some degree of control over the learning process, this gives them a sense of independence and that they are in control of their own success. Simply put, it makes them believe that they understand and that they are responsible of their own learning. Allowing learners to choose the learning method that they find more suitable motivates them to commit to that process. So there you are, my 3 strategies for building confidence in your child's learning. Your children will be motivated if they feel confident, and this will actively engage them in the learning process. I would love to hear from you. So please share with me your stories and experiences in implementing these strategies. Drop us an email or even comment below. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. All of the content is completely free, and feel free to share this even with your friends and colleagues. Good luck with building your child's confidence, and I will see you for sure next week.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the HMH International Content Cares YouTube channel. If you're looking for more content, click on the video to the right of your screen. Welcome to our global community.